What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. SARO done released another solo project. This time we checking out his solo called BULLE. BULLE. Maybe I'm not really too sure what that means, BULLE. Anyways, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to tell me down in the comments. Now, I am a fan of SARO. Dude's absolute monster on beatbox and loopstation. As a matter of fact, my most viewed beatbox video on this channel is his battle with MB14. And that was actually back when I was starting to get into beatboxing reactions, like very the first one, and I absolutely lost it. Dude is just so amazingly talented, and he commented on that video, which was also pretty cool. It's always cool to kind of see that, you know what I mean? Anyways, I've been talking enough. Let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up. It's good vocal layering. It's kind of like a siren sound. It's nice. I love the black and white aesthetic. The old school vintage vibes. You got the aviation jacket on. It's like a plane concept. These buzzing noises he's making. Interesting. He's jamming up there in the plane. That's cool. Okay, hold on before we go in. So, you know, one thing that I really like about beatbox is that, just like with any music, there's so much thought and stuff that goes into performing, right? Especially when you're performing with a loop station. And a large part of music in general, you know, when you're composing, if it's not with like live instruments and you're messing with, you know, digital manipulation, is sound selection, right? So if we think about how SARO kind of came in introducing this, right? We kind of got that high pitched sound. I thought for one point it was almost like a siren, right? And then I saw the planes, which is also pretty interesting because I would think that if an attack was to go off, right, they would need some way to kind of signal everybody on like maybe the battleship or something, or on the ground that, hey, there's an enemy attack, you guys need to take off. So that kind of siren sound he gave us kind of gives that alarming kind of sound, right? But then it kind of transformed as he was going up and down the scale to kind of give you a sense of planes being whirling around in the sky, right? So that little transition was interesting because he did it all with just that same sound. Went from an alarm in my head to planes surrounding, right? Now, of course, once we're up in the air, that little sound that he was making, that bloop, 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 you know, that's giving me an idea of turbulence, right? How sometimes it can be sudden and without notice. So very, very forceful, bloop, 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 bloop. So those are the things that's going on in my head right now, because, you know, there's something in me. I can't just listen to a song without wondering, all right, why did you do those sounds and why does it sound so good? So, okay, back to the song. So imitating a trumpet. Okay. climax. Okay, so the sounds that's going on in the background is it sounds like it's panning from left to right, kind of going like wow, 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 right. Now that's giving me ideas of because you know when you're thinking about this and he provides visuals, then we obviously kind of get a little insight into what this song's about, or at least a loose concept, if you will. Um, those sounds in the background kind of give me an idea of like radio chatter, like scrambled radars. You know what I mean? That's really cool. Okay, see how this song's starting to piece together, right? Not just mindless sounds coming out of nowhere. Every sound that SARO puts in has a purpose, has a meaning, and I love trying to figure out what those meanings are, even if I'm completely wrong. If SARO ever sees this reaction, I'm sorry. The sound's been chopped up a bit. Huh. Yo, this a vibe. That kick is hard too. Okay, yeah, none awesome. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff about SARO. So a couple other things, in closing I want to talk about is that chopped sound, right? Um I've been inside of a helicopter, and of course I've been inside of like commercial planes and everything, but I've never been in anything that's like your close quarters with the wind. The closest thing I've been in was a helicopter. And one thing that I noticed was, you know, sometimes you can hear the air out there if you're in a plane, and the walls are so thin you can hear the air. And I remember one time I was taking my finger and I was doing this with my earlobe, and it was making the wind go right. It almost kind of, when I heard that chopped sound there near the end, not near the end but somewhat close to the end, it kind of gave me like air passing through like a little small crack, like going you know what I mean. And then he kind of gave us like those Martian sounding sounds. And when those came in, I also started thinking about, if you've never been in a plane, or at least some type of jet, or at least a plane like that, sometimes it could be explained as an otherworldly experience. You know what I mean? Otherworldly, right? Martians, aliens, and stuff like that. Supernatural, if you will, because you're freaking flying in the air. Like, come on, man. A lot of people who flies a lot might not see the significance in that, but if it was your first time, or hell, even your 10th time, I don't even know when you get used to flying. I've only been on a plane 3 times in my entire life, and the first time I was on a plane was in 2017. I'm gonna tell you, it was definitely an experience, but you can kind of relate that to like something being otherworldly, because you've been on your ground all life. You know what I mean? So that little sound that he did in there kind of gave me ideas of Martian, otherworldly. So this was very interesting. It was very interesting trying to break some of this down. Like I said, I couldn't be further from the truth. Music, after all, is whatever you interpret it as. So with that being said, I would like to know what you guys thought about this song down in the comments. Okay, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.